Good morning, you all. Happy Friday, or good lunchtime almost. Y'all, I have been trying to work on something. I feel like so overstimulated. I think I finally kind of got, when I'm trying to figure out something, I'm trying to figure out how to do a banner on my YouTube channel. I was actually going to try to go live and dual stream on YouTube and Facebook here. But it was just all morning I've been trying to figure out. Technology and me do not get along, girls, at all. Oh, my husband's with the guy. I was like, what is that in the background? Anyway, but anyway, we're going to do some makeup. I did get some new cream foundation. We're going to do cream foundation today. And I'm going to tell you girls how to contour, okay? I'm going to teach you how to contour. So let me share this out really quickly. Hop on, be sure to hop on and say hello. Let me know that you stopped by, even if it's after the replay. Throw some hearts in there because it helps me as well. Let's see. Let me put my keywords in here. Yeah, me. You ever had those days, girls, where you just feel like, and only that, I am drinking my Alani and I am drinking, my iced coffee. And do y'all love my little Hogwarts? This is actually my son's cup. He loves Harry Potter. So this is actually his little cup that I'm still drinking my iced coffee in. It's actually still really good. I'm just having one of those mornings, girls. One of those days. How is your all's day going? It's Friday. I love Fridays. And I have got like a crazy day tomorrow. So I got so much stuff to get done. And I think that's when I feel like I get overstimulated, is when I have so much stuff to get done. Anybody else relate to that? Let me share it real quick. And let's do some makeup. Let's do a little makeup. I love our cream foundation. If you've never tried our cream foundation, it's so good. But anyway, I can take a deep breath now. I've been trying to, I actually called in my brother. When all else fails and I don't know how to do something with technology, I call my brother. Because I'm always like, Kendall, can you help? Because I don't know how to do this. Let me share it to my group real quick. Okay. I did make y'all a bundle, girls, that you're going to save $90, okay? And all you have to do is, let me pin this, is comment Monday. Did I even change my words? Today's not even, see what I'm talking about? Y'all, I know this morning when I was working on this, I changed the days, but like, that's not, today's Friday. Let me fix that. Oh boy. I changed the other wording. Let me fix that real quick. I am glad it's not Monday. Let me fix that real quick. You know, this is times when having an assistant would be really nice. Free contour. How did I not fix Monday? I mean, it's Friday. Come on. I actually made this bundle. Okay, for any of the links, I'm going to fix it. Ignore that comment. Friday. It is Friday. Okay, I think I got it all fixed now. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Let's fix this. And then I'll just ignore that first comment. There we go. So just ignore that. There's the right comment. And let's see if I can delete. Let's pin this one. Pin comment. There we go. And then I'll just delete the other one later. It'll be fine. Everything's fine, girls. So just say Friday for all the links today. I actually have it bundled up and I'm going to show you what you get in your bundle. You save $90. Let me pull that up because my brain, I just need it today, girls, because my brain is just like a hamster wheel today. We were talking about it yesterday at work. If you don't know, I'm like very ADD. Cosmo. I don't know what you're doing. So, and some days it's just really bad. And probably the caffeine I've been had this morning don't help either, but I have to have caffeine to function. Let's see. There we go. I'm trying to pull this up and then I'm going to do a simple, I'm actually going to take this when I travel. I'm actually going on a trip, next week. So I'm going to take, this is going to be like a really good bundle if you travel or you don't want like a lot of makeup in your bag. Okay, are you serious? You're going to make me sign in? Oh, maybe I'm not signed in from this device. Okay, it's been a butt wipe, so it's wanting me to sign in, and I don't know my password on this one. Why are you doing that? Really? I guess I could sign in. I just mess up stuff like that. I know what it is once I start doing it, y'all. Hello, thank you for sharing, Elizabeth. How's your day going? Just bear with me today, girls. I'm very squirrely today. It's just, I have those days. My husband started, love his heart. I love my husband, y'all. I love my husband dearly. We've been married like 27 years now. But I was telling him this morning, I actually told him this. I mean, that's what marriage is, right? I was like, honey, I love you dearly. This is what I was telling him this morning. And when he's sick, I don't know about y'all's husband, he's not feeling good. And when they're sick, they're like big babies, right? But he was like, because I've got all this stuff. This is my days that I work on my makeup business and content. And I've been trying to work on my YouTube channel. And anyway, and I'm taking some pizza to a friend. She was actually the one that was in the hospital. So I'm doing, taking her dinner. Let's put a little lip mask on. But anyway, so I'm planning my day because I'm needing, I've got so much stuff, girls, going on. If I could only tell y'all. And then we're doing floors for the salon. And that's why I told them, I said, I'm not doing all this until we get back because I don't want something to happen and me be gone and then they'll need me. And anyway, but my husband's like, he always spurs his last minute things up. And he's like, what I was talking about in stories, like, he's like fly the seat of his pants kind of guy, where he just kind of goes with the flow, which is great. But like, I'm kind of like because I wouldn't say I'm like, there's organization skills I can actually do better. I need to like have but like when it comes to like things I'm planning to do, because that's what I work on is a schedule. Like when for hair, I have a schedule and I think I'm just so used to that. Like I go by the clock, by the hour. Like I know what, and that's kind of how I work in my beauty business is I have a schedule that I follow. And he always is like, go by the flight of the seat of his pants. That didn't make no sense, but you all know what I mean. He just kind of, and I'm like, honey, because we were going to go Lowe's and he wanted to go to the gun store and look for some stuff. And I was like, will we be back by this time? Because I have to do this. And he's like, I don't know. Like, we might go do this and this. And I was like, I need to know because I have like time blocks. He don't understand what time blocking is. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm like, you don't understand, honey. Like, I love having those days. And I do sometimes where I'm not on a schedule. But like, he just don't understand the schedule, and that's when we clash. And I got tickled at him this morning. I was like, because it overstimulates him when I'm like, okay, if we go right here, if I do my makeup live, because I was telling him my schedule, and I said, then we go to Lowe's and we do this. We should be back by 12:30. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, that's on a time schedule, honey. I can go by that and do a time schedule. And he's like, I was overstimulating him. He was like, you need to go have your coffee, which is true. So. All right, I have not done my skin prep. So I'm going to go ahead and do my skin prep. We're going to mix. If you do need a custom skincare system, maybe a skin prep to do your makeup in the morning, I'm going to tell you girls, if you want your makeup to look good, it all starts in the prep. So I'm doing this serum. This is just going to help like your moisturizer penetrate deeper into your skin barrier. I use Glowplexion during the day, and I actually mix them today with the Uplexion. I love these serums. They are medical grade skincare. By the way, if you're new here, please put hashtag new. Let me know. Let me see if this shares it out, because sometimes my comments don't work on Facebook. It's just Facebook likes to be a bully sometimes, I feel like. I think it did share today. I may go ahead and share it to my story too real quick. I think it shared. Okay. So anyway, if you'll do me a favor, be sure to comment, throw some hearts in there while you're watching. If you're working and you can't comment, at least if you're watching, throw some hearts, because it really does help me with the algorithm in Facebook. So if you all will do me that favor, and also when you share, like Elizabeth, I'll enter you into my giveaway. I'm doing a glam bag giveaway, so that will enter you in to win that. And any purchase, you're going to get 3 entries to that this month. Okay, I have a bunch of y'all already entered into that. So all you have to do is share, Share it to your stories, share it to your timelines, share it, all your friends, whoever, tag them as well. But anyway, so I'm doing my serum, and then I'm going to do my moisturizer. So this is a day moisturizer, which is what I really recommend when you're doing your makeup during the day, because it's just lightweight. Because sometimes if your makeup is like, you know, not staying on good, or you're noticing it lifting, it's probably because you may be using too much moisturizer. I'm actually going to go in. I'm going to use a different primer today too than I normally do. I think I'm going to use this mattifying because our cream is really creamy. So that's the thing too, is once knowing like what kind of finish you want makes a huge difference when it comes to doing your makeup. And I'm going to go in here and do this eye cream. I always do an eye cream as part of my skin prep, because if you have mature eyes, girls, you know, and this eye cream like tightens and brightens under those eyes. It has ginseng in it. And these are plant-based. So what plant-based means is they're non-toxic. They're free of all harsh chemicals and toxins. They're known to like be cancer-causing agents, not good for our skin, breaks down our skin barrier. So these are all ingredients that are good for our skin. And we are actually Leaping Bunny certified now, which is huge in the makeup industry. If you don't know what Leaping Bunny is, it's a huge thing for us to be certified for that. And I just love the products, but they're also covered by Love It Guarantee. So anytime you purchase from me and you're not happy with the products for any reason, you can get a full refund. So no questions asked. You can try the products. But anyway, if you're new here, I have a lot of y'all that are shopping by that are new. My name is Kimberly Tudor, and I'm a hairstylist and I'm a makeup artist, and I love just sharing all beauty tips and all things beauty with you girls, okay? So if you have any questions, just ask me or message me. I'm always here available and happy to help you. If you're having struggles when it comes to your makeup or skincare, I'm always available to help you. And if you would like a color match, you can just drop match below, and I will custom color match you and look at your undertones, and I can even make recommendations on like what colors you need and all those things that you need for your face. Okay, so another thing that I always go in and use is SPF, and this one is linked. I always have this. I have a bunch of things in my LTK. If you will just say Friday, I will send you all the links for what I use for today. It'll have everything in there. Just say Friday, okay? And then the bundle I will show you too as well. That is really good. Helps you save some money. This is SPF. So this is going to like protect your skin from sun damage. So I always use, and I really do like the Supergoop. I've been using it. It's got a little bit of primer built in as well, but I like going in with my primer for my foundation. And that just gets your skin a little tacky, ready for the foundation. And then I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to use, typically, I will tell you, you're seeing me go right in. I may even use my little fan. Is my little fan up here? I don't see my fan. I've lost my little fan. I got to see where I put that. I cleaned my desk. I'm actually looking for me an office desk. And I'm going to see where that went to. I got me like I'm ordering me like an office desk for like, that's why I'm in my office area over here. And I moved stuff. I had a training yesterday, and I kind of like cleaned my desk off and moved a bunch of stuff, and I don't know where my fan went to. Anyway, let's do a primer. And this one I'm using today is a mattifying primer. So if you have oily skin, if you have large pores, this primer would be good for you. I usually always use, it blurs it out. That's why I love it. This is good if like you have oily skin or you just don't like a super glowy illuminating look, then this one's really good for you ladies. Okay, so I'm going in because it's going to blur out my pores. It's going to help the makeup set on better. Like so. I feel like my headband's coming off. All right, my nose allergies. I hope I did not get, I think my husband's got a cold. Hopefully he does not give it to me, but I feel like everybody's got something right now going around. Feels like anyway. All right, so this is my new things I got in, What I love is when you order from me, I feel like I have a little hair stuck to me, but I guess I don't. I ordered me a new bronzer, which our bronzers are so good. I think mine lasted like almost 2 years. These last forever. Like you never run out of them. I'm trying to see if I can get it open now. Order me a new bronzer. Isn't that pretty? But I got me a new cream foundation. This is going to be in your bundle today. And then I ordered me, I do use the heated lash curler that's on my storefront. I will actually too later, if you want to just shop my storefront, you can always say storefront and I'll just send you a link for that. But I ordered me new of these lash curler because I really love our lash curlers, even actually better. I like the heated lash curler, but I really love our, and then I ordered me, I actually done opened it up, this little pocket palette, which you're going to see me use today. And then mascara. So you're going to get your base using it today. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And then you're going to get the free gift, the chocolate souffle. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our makeup. Our cream foundation is really, really good. So if you've never tried cream foundation, this has sodium hyaluronic in it. It's a cream foundation. So it's really, really good for mature skin. It actually has antioxidants in it that's going to help improve your skin over time too, girls. Okay, so it's really, really good. So I'm going to go in and we're going to use our little kabuki brush. And I'm actually going to go in, and I actually use 2 shades. So I'm going to use my lighter for my concealer. Let's see. Find my 1C. Sometimes I do this in a trio, but I'm actually going to use a color stick today. You know, and I could actually do that underpainting. Maybe I should do it that way. I'm thinking out loud, girls. I think I'm going to do it that way. No, because I want coverage. Sorry. I'm trying to think how to do it. Hey, Deborah. How are you? All right, let's go in. This is our cream foundation. And I'm just going to like tap it on to my forehead. Like I tap it into the areas. This is so good if you've never tried a cream foundation. So I want a little bit more coverage right here. I have more hyperpigmentation. So I want a little bit more coverage. So I'm kind of like doing like a stippling motion. And then here through my chin, then you can kind of do like a sweeping motion. But these are cream foundations. If you've never tried our cream, they're super lightweight. But they're a buildable coverage. The coverage is really good. If you want like a little bit more than a BB cream, then I recommend the cream foundation. Look how good that goes on. And then I'm just covering up my redness. I have eczema really bad. So I get flare-ups if I get sick or if I'm fighting off something. I feel like I get, you know, let me move in a little bit so y'all can see. So it just evens out like your redness in your skin. If you want a little bit more coverage, then I would just go over this with a powder. But it's what I love about our cream foundations is it's really good for mature skin. It doesn't settle in the fine lines, and it's super hydrating. Like it's very good for normal dry skin. If you have like super, super oily skin, you're just going to want to like use a prime and set powder before, or the mattifying primer that y'all saw me use. Okay, let's go in now with this lighter shade. This is what I'm using. Actually, I'm going to go, before I do that, I'm going to do my contour stick. So I'm going to teach you girls. I feel like I got booger galore today. So if I have boogers, I just want to have boogers because I keep wiping my nose and I'm like, the other day I looked back on my story and I realized the whole time I had a big, huge booger like right under my nose. I was like, lovely. I was like, that is lovely. All right, so let's do contour. So, okay, my face shape and how you contour depends on like your face shape. So we can do contour to like change. Like if you have a round face, here's the key. If you have a round face, you're not going to want to take your contour all the way around here, because what that's going to do is it's going to make your face look more round. My face shape is oval. But there's ways that you can contour depending on your face shape, whether it's oblong, whether it's square. If you need help with that, I can give you a diagram of where you should put your contour. But the biggest thing, if you have a round face and you're wanting to make it more narrow, so I would start my contour. I usually go all the way around my forehead because I do have an oval face. So it's okay for somebody like me. I can go all the way around. But if you have a round face, you may want to bring some into your temples because that's what it does. It creates shadows. So it makes your face look more, you can create shadows and make it look more oval shape. That's what we're trying to get, is the oval shape when we're doing contour. So I just go like right above the ear. I like to bring mine a little bit higher, and then I bring it to about the pupil in my, this is free right now on my storefront too, any 3 items. And these are like, you want to use like a cool tone when you're doing contour. And then I'm going under my lip, and I like to put a little bit above my lip, and then we're going to contour a little bit on the end of our nose. And I like to go all the way up, connect it to my eyebrow, like so. And then here, I'm going to show y'all a little trick too under your chin, because I've seen some ladies doing this. And I'm going to show y'all a little tip when it comes to like bringing that out under your neck. Let me find my little brush. Here's my little, okay, I like this sculpting brush. This is on my storefront too. You can get it. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling this and I'm sweeping this to make a shadow. But when you're doing this contour, you want to bring this all the way up there and behind your ear. Don't just stop right here, okay? So this is what I'm showing y'all girls today. We're talking about contour. Contouring if you don't know how to contour. So this will be really good for you girls. And you can contour, you can kind of create shadows with doing a bronze, like a powder instead of cream. I personally like doing a cream and then setting it even with a powder to get a really sculpted look. And you can also apply bronzer in the same area to kind of create effect. But if you really want to sculpt, you want to do a true contour color, but you want to bring it behind your ear and then bring it down your neck, okay? So don't just do it here and stop. Bring it behind your ear and then bring it down behind your neck. It's going to like sculpt your neck. So I'm bringing it behind my ear. And then I'm blending that down my neck. I'm not just blending under my chin. I'm actually blending that down my neck. Do y'all see how that created a shadow? This is really important if you have like a double chin. It's creating a shadow, so it makes it look like you have a neck that wasn't there before. Okay, girls? And then let's blend this out. And the reason I do it on my lips is it just makes anytime you create contour, you're doing shadows, you're setting it back. So it's going to make it appear fuller. So that's why we do the contour under our cheek, because we want to create a shadow that makes it look like it's more lifted. And then I just like to do a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then I'm going to do, and then while we do contour, I just do mine for the shape. But like if you have and how you apply your contour, if you have a real narrow nose, then you want to bring your contour in. Like if your nose is real wide, that makes a difference too. And I think I have a diagram where I can show you on how to contour your nose, because you can contour your nose as well. And actually even doing this contour, we can do things like correcting if you have wide set eyes, because this is going to bring them in by bringing this contour all the way up to my brow. And sometimes I even sweep it across right here in the front just to go ahead and give me a little bit of this dimension. And then we will blend all this out when we do our concealer shade. So you don't have to worry about it, girls, being perfect. Good morning. You're just kind of blending, getting the idea of how to blend. And then I'm going to tap it into my cheeks. And why I like to tap it in this way and blend it up into my hairline, because I really want to keep it in that place. I don't do a sweeping kind of motion when I'm doing this. I'm doing like a tapping stencil kind of motion, because I want to keep that in its place. You can also do like a little beauty bud and then just tap it in the place too. You can do either one. I just personally, I think it's just the makeup artist and hairstylist in me. I like using brushes, which I always like painting too. So I just prefer using a brush. But you just want to keep it in that area, because sometimes when you drag, and you want to make sure you're using the right size brush when you're doing contour. Brushes make all the difference, girls. And then I'm going to pull this into my hairline at the top. So I'm just stippling and I'm blending this back in to my hairline as we're going. What are you girls doing today? I've got so much stuff to do, girls. I think that's why too. I've had so much stuff going on that I feel like I'm behind on everything, like my house duty stuff. My laundry is piled up. I really need a housekeeper. Like seriously, I need a housekeeper. I'm just have so much stuff to get done. And I don't know how our laundry piles up like it does. I swear my son will wear one thing and then like this morning, for instance, he could not find any socks, y'all. And I forgot to tell my husband that, speaking of that, I should have told him again. I'm like, what do you do with your socks? Are you eating them? Like, I swear we just bought you socks. And he's like, Mom, I can't find my socks. I'm like, are you kidding me this morning? I'm like, we just bought you a bunch of socks. How have you already out of socks? Anyway, and I'm like, and I couldn't find any in the laundry room. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how have we ran out of socks? And I'm ready for fall break. I don't know about you girls. So actually, like, I'm going on a trip. We were talking about this too the other day. I'm so excited going on this trip that I'm going on, y'all. It's like a leader retreat. But like, I was actually talking to it with my customers, and I was getting tickled at her story too. Because I said, you know, y'all gonna laugh because this is probably TMI. But this is just, if you know me, this is just me. But we were talking about it because, like, I know all these girls are like some of them are like really close friends, okay? But like, I've never roomed with them, okay? Even my best friends, but like, I get nervous. I don't know why, but like rooming with people like I don't know that well, you know what I mean? Like when I went with my sister, I call her my sister from another mister. We room together great, but I always get nervous. Like, do y'all like that? Like, if you room with somebody, like this girl was talking about it too. She said that when they went on a church retreat, she was like, listen, like, I don't like no TV on when I'm sleeping. I don't like, what else was it? I like it to be completely dark. That's how my husband is actually. But she said some of the girls they like TV on, or they like a sound machine, or, you know, how you sleep. That's what we were talking about. And I just get nervous. You want to know why I get nervous? I don't know why. One of the girls I'm friends with that's on my makeup, in the makeup company, I actually told her when I roomed with her in Atlanta, I said, listen, I don't think I do, but like, if I snore loud, just hit me, first of all. That's what I told her. And she actually said, she goes, no, you didn't snore. And I said, second of all, if I fart, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so worried about that. I know it's TMI, y'all. But I'm like, I'm so worried. We were laughing about it. You know, I was like, I guess because, you know, it's like somebody you don't know that well. And, I mean, everybody does it, you know. But I get nervous about that, going new places. Because I'm like, oh, God, what if I like... Okay, so I'm actually going to go... This is one of the palettes that you get in the palette that I'm doing today. I was like, I get nervous when but we're going to use this today. So I'm actually going to use this when I travel too, because this will be so good. But you're saving on this bundle that I put together, you're saving like $90 on this, and you're getting the contour stick that y'all just saw me use for free and free shipping. But it has like the contour. So I'm actually, when I do it, I'm going to set it with a little bit of this contour color. And then we're going to use this for a blush. So this is what's so cool about this. So I'm actually going to use... We're going to use this color for a blush, but I'm going to set it first. That's what I'm looking at to see what shades I want to use, girls. Actually, this is going to be really pretty. I'm going to use it for my eyeshadows today, too. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be so pretty. Okay, let's set it with our powder. Let's do our cream. I'm going to do my concealer shade now. Because if I'm doing powder and I've used cream, I always want to set it. You always want to set it, girls, with a powder before you don't want to just put powder straight over cream without setting it in between. Sometimes when I do blush, like I'll do the cream, but then I'll set it with the powder. So let's do our concealer. So what I'm trying to get at is I don't want to do this cream concealer after I do the powder. So I'm going in now with my concealer shade. This is just a little bit brightening shade, because I like to brighten like my T-zone, and I'm using this as my primer for my eyelids too, girls. You can use concealer. You don't have to use an eyeshadow primer. Concealer works great for doing, but see how that just brightens that up? Because what we're doing is we're just basically trying to create symmetry in the face and bringing everything forward, brightening it up. And I really like to brighten under my eyes and in my T-zone. So I go in here too with this brightening shade to just brighten up in the center, and then I bring that down the center of my nose to brighten a little bit of the center of my nose too. And then that's what's going to make the contour stand out even more too. And then do this eye. And I love, this works great for concealer. If you're somebody, get this for your concealer. This works great. Like if you struggle with this as a cream, this works great for concealer. But just say Friday for any of the links today, and I will send them to your inbox, everything we used. And then you can just take out anything you don't want. Just makes it easy shopping, girls. You can take out anything you don't want. But just say Friday, and I will send it to you. It's finally Friday. I love Fridays. And do our chin. And then do right there above my brow a little bit. I love how this cream goes on. So good. And then I'm going to set that with my powder. And then my translucent powder. Where did I put it? Where did we put our translucent powder yesterday? Let's move our coffee. Let's move our coffee. Let me see. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's our translucent powder? All right, I'm going to set this. You want to set like around your eyes with the translucent powder. So, and I like using this little bitty, this works perfect. I think I got this one. It's from BK Beauty, but they have one. It's not Real Techniques. Is it Real Techniques? I'm trying to think, that has some good brushes. That's this size. Works good for setting, because it just gets in there good to set under those eyes. So I'm setting it with that setting powder because it's going to blur out any texture. And I highly recommend when you're doing this cream of setting the cream, because you're all going to see me go over it. It keeps it from creasing. And I just like to go in here because this is just going to really set those areas just a little bit extra, because this is where we just crease more. And then I'm going to take what's left in that, take our big fluffy brush, tap it off, and then we're going to set everywhere else. Look how good that cream is, y'all. And I can get you color matches, say cream. See, your hair stuck. There we go. Just say cream, and I will color match you. Or say cream. Say match, girls. Say match, and I will color match you. There we go. Trying to make sure all my hair stays back. I got these clip-in extensions. Me and Jackie, I got so tickled at her yesterday when she came in. That Jackie's a girl I work with at my hair salon, and she actually got her this wig. She came in, she had dark long hair like I do, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Jackie, we're twins. Like we match." It was so funny, and I don't know where. I don't even know where she got them, but they look so. I said, we look the same, and she's been trying out different colors. I got, oh, cool. Okay. All right, we set that with powder. But she got her some wigs. I feel, I just to like wear for, you know, look-wise, and they looked really good. She cut hers, and do a little bit more. What I love about our brushes here too is, you know how you get some brushes, like I've had this one for like 2 years and it does not lose any little hairs. I cannot stand that when I'm using brushes, and then you have all these little brushes going, or all these little bristles going all over your face. That drives me crazy. I'm going to go in now and use this shade for my blush. Same brush. And then I'm just going to go right above that. This is a little pocket palette, so it's all in one. It makes it super easy for a mom on the go. And we're just doing our little blush. And then I like to tap it across my nose, because that just gives you more of a, you know, natural makeup look when you do that. It just brings everything in symmetry. So, and then I'm going to do a little bit of this highlight as well. Look how gorgeous that highlight. You get a highlight in this as well. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to take my little highlighting brush and I'm just coming up here right on that cheekbone. And then I do a little bit here. This one's so pretty. Actually, a little bit there. And then I like to do a little bit tap on my brow bone right there. And then a little bit in my cupid's bow. Isn't that pretty? So good. I'm going to show you how I use this whole palette. And then let's do, let me see if I see my, I'm actually going to go ahead and curl my lashes. If you need a good lash curler, girls, this lash curler is so good. I have a heated one too that's on my storefront. I did class yesterday showing hooded eyes, so that's why I've like, my desk is like so unorganized now, and that drives me insane. Like trying to find everything. There's my brushes in here that I was looking for. Okay, let's brush. Ooh. Let's brush this out. And I should use, I'll probably do it Monday and show you more. I've been kind of showing y'all some of our liquid eyeshadows. I have new products. So also, if you want to be in the know when new products come out, or our Black Friday sales, girls, are really, really good, just say chat below and I will add you to my list. So that way you can see them when they come out. It's free. So, and I don't blow your phone up. I promise I will not text you every single day. So I just send you when we have like really good Black Friday sales or new products are launching and you want to know about that, just say chat. This one is like my favorite lash curler, honestly. It just gets in there snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Because I'm kind of like tilting it up a little bit. And I kind of like curl them. Honestly, like I love this lash curler. I curl them once at the base and then I curl them once at the ends. And I'm telling you all, like my lashes have grown so much since using Quadra. And our gummies and collagen. Y'all, I had horrible lashes, like terrible lashes, okay? And our Quadra has helped grow them. So, and I actually ordered me something to where I got me some of 2 things of it free because I broke it up. So, all right, so let's do, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use one of the liquid eyeshadows because I have an idea of what this would look good as. Let me look right here real quick, what colors we got working with. I do want to use that because that will be really pretty. I do. Okay, I'm going to use Champagne Bubbles. Okay, this is their new liquid eyeshadow. So say chat and I'll add you to that. These launch October 1 and they are so pretty, girls. This is probably, this shade right here is like my favorite shade ever. And you can take your finger on this part, like especially like the base, but I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm just blending out the edges. That way it's just really seamless. And this basically works as your eyeshadow primer too, is what's really good about liquid eyeshadows. If you've never tried a liquid eyeshadows, these are great for mature skin too, because these have vitamin E in it, and they have sodium hyaluronate. So it's plumping, it lasts. Girls, I wore it yesterday. The picture that I done yesterday was all the liquid eyeshadow. I come home, I started to do like a little story and show you all. It was on, I come home, done some stuff, went to bed at like 9:30 at night. These stay on all day. They're long wearing, so they stay on all day. Once you blend them out, you just want to blend them out really quickly when you're doing it, working with liquid eyeshadows. And then I'm just taking it now and blending it out. This is a blending brush, so I'm using this blending brush to blend that out. And it just gives me a good canvas for my base. I love this shade. This looks great for a pop of color in your lid, especially if you have really hooded eyes, girls. This works really good for. So now I'm going to take, because I'm going to take like a transition color. So I'm going to take this that's in the same palette. You get all this in the palette. You're saving 90 bucks. Just say Friday for a link and I will send it to you. And then I'm going to start here on the outer side. And then I'm basically creating me a crease. This is really good for people who have hooded eyes, just to give you give you a crease so it looks like, because my crease, I have slightly hooded eyes, but I have a lot of space here, so I can bring mine up a little bit. If you have less space, you just want to go right here above where that lid is, like right here's where the crease is. I just kind of blend that right above and then bring it windshield wiper motion. And then here on the sides is I'm flicking this out. If y'all notice it, I don't go down. When I'm blending on the sides, I'm not going this way down because it's going to make your eyes look more droopy. I'm actually taking my brush and I'm blending this upwards, okay, because it's going to give you more of a lift. So I'm actually blending that up. And it's almost like I have an imaginary, then I'm bringing this out this way because I want to create a more lifted look. This is really important if you have hooded eyes or downward turned eyes, is just creating that lift. And let's do this side too. This has kind of like a peachy undertone, so it's really, really pretty. I'm like really like, I've never had, this is the first time I've ever had this palette, y'all. And it's 50% off. So if you just want the palette alone, we can totally do that too. Just let me know a messenger. Just say Friday, and then you can let me know a messenger. Say, hey, I really just want the palette. We can totally do that too. But I love this. It's so pretty. And I'm just tapping that out. And then I'm going to go in now, and we're going to go with that darker shade, this one. And you can use this as contour, like for contour too. Let me go in now and let's use this little, actually I'm gonna go ahead and use this little brush. Let me wipe. I love Sephora's brush cleaner. If you need a good brush cleaner, I do this like in between doing my makeup, but then I wash them really good. I need to do a tutorial. If y'all would like a tutorial on how to clean your brushes, let me know in the comments. I will do one. I will do like a little tutorial. I may, so I'm coughing on that. I may do it and put it on my YouTube channel, and then I can share it with y'all. That went down my throat. It's a good thing because so I'm going to go in with this darker shade now to do in my crease. So I'm just kind of going on the outside and kind of doing like tiny little circular motions right here to give me a little bit of definition. And if your eyes are really hooded, you just want to stay right here in this little socket. I call it like the little socket. But what you want to do is when you're holding your eyes open, you want to be able to see it. So you want to have like a little mirror. Our fancy mirrors are really good to have if you don't have any of these fancy mirrors, but have you a mirror holding it straight in front of you. And then, so not closing your eyes and doing this when you're doing it, because then it's just going to be disappearing. You're not going to see it. So I always like hold my eye open, and then you can even take it and like put a little dot if you need to know where it's at. So you should be able to see it. So you can take like a little dot there, and then you just want to work in tiny, this is with the darker color, okay? That I'm building up a little bit of definition and doing tiny little circles. And then I kind of do like an outside V. And I bring mine about halfway in. It just depends on how your hood is, how your eye shape is. And I'm going to add a little bit more. And the key here is just building up. You don't want to go in too heavy-handed. Just when you're doing makeup, it's all about just building it up and not doing too much. So I'm just building it up. And then I'm going to take that blending brush that we done, and I'm going to blend out those edges like so. So that's like really blended out. And then in this same palette, I'm going to take that highlight shade, because this is going to be gorgeous for my inner corner, to go over that champagne color that we did for the base. And then I'm just going to tap it. You can actually take and spray you some setting spray. Spray you some setting spray. And we're going to pop it. I do like a pressing, so I'm pressing this in right in here. This is gorgeous. I'm so happy I got these colors. So pretty. It's going to be easy to travel with too. That's what I love about it. Isn't that pretty? That is so good. Okay, so I'm going to take that darker color, same little mini palette I'm using, and then I'm going to do that color underneath to smoke it out a little bit. that pretty? And then let's take our little concealer brush to clean up any edges. I really like that. I think that is so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to take, yesterday, actually when I done my training, which it ended up being fine, I meant to do a brown eyeliner. And then when I started doing it, I was like, oh no, I realized I'd done black, but it's okay. I meant to do brown and like change it to that. That's why you gotta look really good on here. Let's see. Oh, is that the brown? That's black, because that's what I done yesterday. I was like looking at it and realized I done black instead of brown. And I don't know if I see my brown. Let's see, all these pencils, you know, that's it. This one's like very hard to see because, you know, when you get over 40, your eyes go pooky. All right, so we're gonna do this brown. And I'm just going outside the line a little bit. I like to do a little bit thicker on the outside and bring it in. And I will tell you, if you have like really hooded eyes and you're not able, you don't have a lot of lid space, you can always just go under here and do a tight line. Okay, so you're just going right under. This is just gonna make your lashes look thicker by doing this. So I tell, like, and this is how I do when I have clients too. If they have like really hooded eyes, I just go under here and I will do a tight line just because it's automatically gonna lift. Look how that just lifts your eye. So I will automatically do that. And then I just go in a little bit tighter, right snug in, almost into my tight line. And how you hold your pencil makes a difference here too. Sharpen it before you start on it. You don't want to go in with a really dull pencil. And let's see. I'm going to take this little brush and I'm actually just blending that out and pulling that edges out to soften it a little bit. Isn't that pretty? I love. Now I'm actually going to take this same palette, that darker shade, because it's kind of close to that brown anytime you do that and setting it. And I'm going to set along that lash line with that. So that is pretty. That's so pretty. And I'm going to do something else too. I'm actually going to go in with my color stick. Do I see my green color stick? There's my green color stick. I love these for lining my eyes, so I'm going to go in with this green, and we're going to do this in the waterline. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so just say Friday if you want the links for today. I love how that looks. Okay, let's do the other side. Let's go in and do that small little brush. So I'm taking this little pocket palette. It's 50% off, and you're saving $90 with this bundle. Just say Friday for a link, and I will send it all to you. I love that shade. Okay, let's do that underneath like we did. Kind of going like right underneath the lash line. Do a little bit more. Like to build up that definition and just in my corner. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little blending brush and blend out the edges. And then my flat brush. I'm gonna go in with that highlight shade. Same pocket palette I'm using, y'all. It's normally $50, but you get it right now for $25, 50% off. But the whole, you can get the, so in the bundle, you're gonna get, let me see if I have it linked in this area. I might have put it in my notes. Let's see. Yeah, I think I did. Actually, no, let me see. I was trying to see if I put it in here. No, I don't think I did. Anyway, okay, you get your cream. You get your cream foundation. You get this. You get a mascara, and you get the color stick, and there was something else you get into it too. Let me think. You get this. You get your cream foundation. You get this. Oh, you get your lip liner. Okay, so you can pick out your lip liner or the eyeliner that I used. Okay, either one. And then you get the contour stick, which y'all saw me use. Contour stick, you get that. You get your mascara, which I'm going to use 4D today. So 3 gifts, you already get it, but I added on a 4. So I added on either the eyeliner or you can do the eyeshadow pencil, whichever one you want. So eyeliner, or we can change those out. So you get 4 products. You're saving $90 on that, and you're getting this free. Okay. So I had to like pull it up. Just say Friday for those links. And then the liquid eyeshadow that I use to start with, you get it free starting next week. So next week's already October, which is like hard to believe. So, all right, let's do this little shade. Now, going back in with this highlight shade in this little pocket palette. I'm actually going to take this when I go on my trip because it's just really easy to work with. You got all your stuff there. It's really quick. And I'm going in now with that highlight shade. And then let's use that pencil. And I'm just bringing it out a little bit because it's going to like elongate my eyes. Make them look a little bit more lifted too. And then I just go right along the lash line. Once I get into here, I kind of go into the tight line area, just going right on top. And then I'm going to take that little brush and use that darker shade here to set it. This just like fills in any little gaps that you might have in your eyes. Get me another drink of my Alani. And then let's do our green underneath in our waterline. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna do this lash primer. So anything you add on to, you get 20% off. I love how that turned out. And you're getting the free contour stick. So, and you're saving $90 off of the whole bundle. So you get this whole look. If you just say Friday below, and if you want to change the foundation, we can do that too. I added the cream, which is what I use today. So, and then I can color match you for it. So I'm going in with this lash primer first. I love this lash primer. And then we're going to finish it off. I don't usually put this. I just put the primer on my top lids. I usually don't put it on the bottoms. This just holds the curl. It's what the primer does. It's going to help hold your lashes curl. And it helps condition your lashes as well. And I feel like most people, if you've never tried a 4D mascara, 4D mascara is really good. It's got Y-shaped fibers, so it just makes your lashes look more fuller. And it's one of my favorite mascaras. If you like a really thick, you know, almost like a falsy lash look and you don't have good lashes, this is my mom's favorite too because she has not good lashes. But I'm just wiggling it at the base, and then I'm pulling it through the ends. And then I take the lashes over this way on that end and do like a little butterfly effect. And then we're going to do 2 coats too of this. I love this mascara, it's so good. I'm trying to decide what we're going to have for supper. I am craving, I saw this video. I don't know if my husband would like it, so I won't be able to make it tonight probably. But it was called lobster pasta bisque. Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. I'm really wanting to make that. I have a super busy day tomorrow at the salon too, so. But then next week, I don't have a full week. So that'll be nice. And then the next week, I've taken off. I didn't take off the whole week for fall break. I wasn't able to. But I took off pretty much the whole week. I'm so ready for it too. Okay, so I'm going to do this side one more coat. Wiggle at the base, and I just kind of like close down on it. If you have your eyes open, just kind of like you're closing down on it. It just drags it through the lashes instead of like going back and forth. And then I just kind of turn the wand and kind of like just let it close on there, and it just helps that curl. And I hold my mirror up here underneath because it really just gets that curl better on there. And I'm just like closing down on it. Where you have good lashes. I did not put my eye drops in this morning either. I just realized that. I usually always have to put eye drops in because my eyes get like really irritated. I love the 4D mascara, it's so good. Pretty, and you get this in your bundle, just say Friday. And then I've done a lip mask, so I'm gonna wipe off a little bit of that lip mask, and then I'm gonna show you how to do the lips with the free gift. So we're gonna take chocolate souffle, and we're gonna do like a little lip brush. And I'm gonna line my lips. I need my mirror because I can't see y'all far away now. My lips so I can see good. This is the free gift that you get because you can do these on your lips, on your cheeks. And they stay, and they're really good for mature skin too. I feel like in the corner of my lip, I don't know if I ate something. My stomach's not been upset. I feel like I could be getting a fever blister. I usually get them if I've been stressed. Or if I'm sick. I don't think it's either one of those, so I don't know. All right, so, and then I'm gonna take this same little pocket palette because it has a gloss on the outside, and then I'm gonna use that to gloss my lips. Do a little bit more. That pretty? All of it has pocket palette that y'all saw me use. That pretty? My cord, so good, right? I love that look today. All using this pocket palette. So just say Friday for the link for it. Let's set it. And that's what we did for today's look. So if you want the info on it or any of the links for today, just say Friday. I'll send them to you. I hope that you'll have a blessed weekend. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Love you all so much, and I'll see you next time.